What is this stuff? My teacher sent me to go get registered for our next class next year? What the heck? Hey, would you by any chance know where I register for my classes next year?
Yeah, just go right over there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what classes do I take? There's so many options.
Hi, welcome to the library.
Thank you.
So I know you probably have a lot of questions, but the counselors will be with you shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Jack, I'm ready for you. Why don't you come on over? Hi Jack, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, good. How's this year been for you so far with your classes?
Been pretty well. I struggled at the beginning, but I'm learning.
Okay. Any favorite classes that you've really enjoyed?
Math.
Math, definitely math. Excellent. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at what you've written down on your registration request form. We're going to look at what the teachers recommended you for in HACC, and we're going to try to come up with the course requests that you really are happy with. And I'm glad to see that you completed your course elective area, because this is going to make us picking out all 7 courses fabulous. Now I have a question. Did you apply for the Tech Center?
I did not.
You didn't. So we're going to definitely go with full 7 credits from 4 core and 3 electives. And then if you had applied for the Tech Center, we would still make you do that, and then we would adjust your schedule later. So Jack, did you apply at all to the Tech Center?
I did.
Oh, what program did you apply for?
Culinary.
Nice, nice. So that's great, and we're going to find out those results closer in April. So today we're going to still select 7 classes, and we're going to identify 2 classes that if you get into Tech Center and Culinary, we'll drop those up from your course request. So we're going to do both in case you get in. So Jack, I see that you identified some electives, so why don't you tell me about which ones you want to put in for electives next year?
Chinese 3 is definitely one that I want to do.
Excellent.
I like team sports.
Okay.
And then journalism.
Journalism, great. So that sounds great, and I can put in your journalism and your team sports, but for or your Chinese and your team sports. But for journalism, there's an application process. So we're going to have you complete that application process, and once that Mrs. Hager, because journalism is from Mrs. Hager and Mr. David, once approved, we'll make sure that that gets in your course request. So for now, I'm going to have you pick something else, and I'll make a note saying that if you get into journalism, we'll drop that other elective. Journalism, yearbook, and educational media tech are all 3 classes that have to have an application when they apply. So Jack, when you talk to me about the classes that you want to take next year, do you have any idea what you want to do after high school? Like, are you going to go to college, or are you just going to go to culinary school?
I'll probably go to college.
Going to go to college? Okay. So any idea, do you want to continue to maybe study culinary, or are you going to make that decision after you've done culinary?
I'll make that decision after I do culinary.
Okay, okay. So I just want to make sure that we kind of expose you to different classes. I love the fact that you want to do journalism, because maybe journalism and you writing articles for a fancy newspaper, I'll get to read about you someday when you're famous. That'll be awesome. So I definitely want to expose you to different courses over your next few years.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so the day before you register with us, you're going to get one of these. This is a course request sheet, and what we want you to do is we want you to look over it. We want you to figure out what electives you're going to be taking, because your teachers are really going to be giving the recommendations for the core content classes. But we want you to think about the electives and bring that to us. That way, when we meet with you, it can be a seamless process. We can put that into the computer and go from there. Now, we're going to start meeting with Miss Page's classes on Monday, March 18th. On Tuesday the 19th, we'll have Miss Tedimer's class in here, and Mr. Engel will be coming to us on March 20th.
So the morning of the day that your class is registering, we'd like you to bring your handy dandy registration paper with you that you've completed. Your teachers will give you some passes colorful passes to denote what counselor you'll meet with when you get to the media center. So you will get passes to come in the hallway, to come into here into the media center to meet with your counselor. We'll discuss this, what your teachers already put in hack for recommendations for you. After we're done meeting with you and we hit save, you're going to be able to look at the course recommendations from your teachers and that we've put in together, available in hack. On your home screen of hack, you just scroll to the bottom and it'll say for the next school year, 2019-2020, what you put in for your course requests.
All right, so moving forward, between now and when we meet with you guys in the week of the 18th, make sure to touch base with your freshman mentor to get a sense of what they've taken and get their suggestions, what they liked, what they didn't like, so you can have a good concrete idea of the electives that you're taking. One of the things to remember, though, is some of the electives do have prerequisites. So we will be able to discuss that with you at the time of meeting, but your teachers and your mentors can also talk to you about that too. So additionally, touch base with your teachers because they're going to know your abilities, they're going to know what's going to be a good fit for you, so consider that as well.
And we look forward to seeing you next week.